Hello friends, today we're going to talk about how to revive a hibiscus plant. This plant with me for almost 3+ years, and this plant which I was grown in a container, a 12-inch container, was blooming very well. You can go and see the video how I've grown this plant, what the fertilizer I have given. All the details are there in my previous video about take care about hibiscus. But last 3-4 months, what I have observed is that the blooming has gradually reduced, the leaves are falling off, the plant started looking dull. So, what is the reason? And that is what I have found, the root bounding. What exactly is the root bounding, and how we can find that the plant got root bounded? So, when you try to loosen the soil, the top layer of the soil of your pot, you might see the roots are visible. A web of root is visible, and that could be the one symptoms where you can feel that your the root bounding is happening. Physically you can see the symptoms are there. As you know, the leaves are turning yellow, it's dull, flowerings are reducing. So this is the symptoms. Now what happens, and how we can revive it? So when the root bounding happen, the roots will stop transporting the minerals and nutrients from the soil, what we provide through fertilizer, to the leaves. With that, the leaves won't get the required quality food. Because of that, it will start falling, the leaves start falling, yellowing will happen, the flowering will reduce. So all the outcome which we were talking about, primarily because of the root bounding. So how to get rid of it? There's a two method. First is repotting, where we'll repot the same plant in a bigger pot, and second one is pruning of the roots. Pruning of the roots, where we'll chop off the roots around 50%, so the new roots, the new shoots will grow. Here I'm going to do about repotting, but I'm going to pot it in the same pot size again. I don't have a space to put a bigger pot. So what I'm doing here is I'm loosening the soil. Because of that, the roots are getting free, and I'm going to replace this soil. Around 50% I'm going to replace it with the fresh soil. So with that, I'm going to provide a kind of a huge quantity of fresh intake for the roots. With that, the roots can energized and the plants will energize back. So this is the simple concept we are going to use here, and which is again the whole ecosystem how the plant works. So with this here, what the soil combination I took is 50% of garden soil, 25% of vermicompost, and 25% of sand. You can replace the sand with cocoa peat or rice husk based on the availability on your region. With this, we'll fill the pot almost 30%, and then we'll place it back our plant, and then the sides will get filled with the same soil. So this will provide a kind of a new environment for the roots, and because of that, it is advisable to keep the plant for 3 to 4 days in semi-shade area whenever we do this sorts of activity. But since I don't have a space, I have to place it back into the same area where it was. And the good part here only I can feel is that I'm doing it in afternoon, so I have around 20 hours of time before the sun will hit this plant again. So whatever the 20 hours will try to energize this plant, will be happy, or will be at least helpful for this plant. So we'll pour the water very nicely to ensure that the soil is very well wet, and the excess water drains out. So that will also show that the quality of soiling, the potting soil what we have created. So this is how we'll try to revive this plant, and I'm sure that I will succeed, because I did this with other plants also. Now the second part what I will do here is, after 10 days, once the plant looks little settled down, I will start the first round of fertilizer for this. For that, the combination which you seeing in the video now, I'm going to apply that organic fertilizer combination, 2 spoon of that every 10 days, to create the base of this plant, so that the next set of flowering can happen. So it is very important that the plant is healthy, the blooming will happen very good. So we'll create the base, and then for getting a better bloom, we'll go with the chemical fertilizer, which I'll provide you the details in the update video when I'll provide the update about this plant. So as you can see, the excess water has drained out, means the potting soil is perfect. So With this, I have given you all the required information. I hope this will helpful for you. This is the update about the Kochia plant which I have grown from the seed. You can find the video in my playlist. So thank you for watching this. I hope you have liked the video. If you liked, kindly give a thumbs up, and thanks for your love and affection. Thank you.